I think we have found it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to say this might be my least favorite LUFENIA so far. I hate this fight. It wouldn't be as bad if it weren't for that one mechanic, which, if I'm not mistaken, this was not the case on the Japanese server. So at the appropriate HP thresholds, excuse me, the ones we're all used to, that would be 79, 49, and 29, they go into this aura where they bring back this stupid mechanic. They make you hit ones and gain a bunch of brave. Because we're not all sick to death of that, but there is a way to bypass it. Or, okay, excuse me. There was a way to bypass it on the Japanese server where if you drop them both at underneath that threshold at the same time, they just won't do it. But not on global, they do it no matter what, 3 times. Which means, I don't want to say required, but a Golbez BT is going to be your best friend here. That was not the case before. But just because of that, my god, it's brutal. They also cleanse every 10% HP, which is also super obnoxious. They're really HP spammy. They'll just refill their recast gauge. They can petrify you if they're not debuffed. Oh, and 70 turn. This fight sucks. Hate this fight. It's not like it's even necessarily difficult. It's just there's too much happening, and just because of that one mechanic, the one I mentioned before with the HP thresholds, that's what I hate the most about this, because it really geared this fight towards a synergy bias on a level that I think is a bit ridiculous. But to be fair, that might also be because we were all surprised by it. Like, no one was expecting this. Because, again, it wasn't the same. So, whatever. It's not like it can't be done. Because, I mean, yeah, this team can do it, no doubt. But it just takes forever. Like, this video is over 20 minutes. Which I'm not a fan of at all. That's way too long. So what I opted to do here was get them all set up to this first threshold where they gain all the brave, make you hit ones. Okay, I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. I'm so sick of that damn mechanic. Like, they have overused it so much. I'm so tired of seeing it. But they do it again here. That's what we need. A guy on a bike in the background. Wonderful. Welcome to a Dissopia video. Random sounds around me. Anyways, I forgot what the hell I was even talking about. That was really distracting. My calls, that's what I was getting at. I brought a 9 call and a Ferris call because what I want to do is get them to this first threshold. The Ferris call will sap them so that it'll get their brave down to 0 afterwards. And when they hit me originally, the 9 call will prevent any damage taken. So that means we can get through the first threshold with the calls. And then when we get closer to the second one, we're going to bring in Golbez and pretty much just Terra spam our way through the other 2 thresholds. Now, I thought that would have been enough to take it out easily, but your damage just drops so much here, given how often they cleanse. It's obnoxious. Oh my god, I hate this fight. You know what? I think it's karma, because basically in all of Golbez's synergy cycle, I've been talking about how I would never use Golbez. I'm just gonna use him for farming. I don't really see ever needing him like ever. Like, I talked so much shit about Golbez, and then these guys went, "What did you say, bitch?" That's basically what happened to me. But that's fine. It is possible without him, but a Golbez friend is gonna be your best friend. Absolutely. For those who don't know, the Golbez burst effect is basically the Setzer freeze joker in the form of a burst effect. Oh yeah, make us hit ones. Oh, this is so much fun. I love this. God. Awkward timing where we all have to hit ones. I can't be the only one who's sick of this. This make us hit ones shit. Over and over and over again. Oh, they're also, okay, no, for people who don't know, you also cannot delay these things. You can break delay them, that's fine, but Standard turn delay doesn't work. That's why Lightning's here, because she can at least break him back and keep him off of us for a while. Okay, see? This is what I'm talking about right here with the calls. And then the Ferris call saps him back down to 0. So he'll swing. Because see, look, they battery after they attack, too. Isn't that obnoxious? To battery before and after you attack? Like, come on. That's too much. Anyway. Let's break these dudes. And get the jump on their turns. Beautiful. Good options for this. 9. As you can see, his call just put in serious work. On the team, he's amazing, too. He kind of trivializes a lot of this. I probably should have brought him, to be honest. But you know me and my tanks. I don't really use him that much. But he would have been really good here. He probably should have been here. But too late now. Because it gets to a point towards the end where it's just a slugfest. Where you can see it's like, oh, he's really just trying to survive here. It gets like that towards the end of this. Are these things camels? They're camels, aren't they? They're these Cyclops camel things. No, you're not a Cyclops. You got one big eye and 2 small eyes. Whatever. I kept getting in a position where it just made more sense to use meltdowns instead of meteors because, yeah, they're super tanky with how much they cleanse. I know I keep saying that, but you can see Terra trying to do her thing, and the meteors just aren't building up like they normally do. Because again, just because of how much these guys cleanse, like you can't just throw on like a Jack call or a Gabranth call and just expect that stuff to see. Look, it's gone. So stuff like Jack calls, I mean, it'll be good for the insta break, but that debuff's gonna go away. Like, I'm sorry, who thought that cleansing every 10% HP was a good idea? I get it, you gotta sell Kadash, but did you really have to go this hard? Dude's not even in a game, he's in a movie. See, right now she's hitting, but... And, okay, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it seemed like it got to a point later in the fight where we couldn't even really battery, even. Like, we could, but it was barely anything. Like, do these things have Brave Gain reduction, too? Or was I just doing something wrong? I don't know, but it just seemed like they loaded these things. Okay, so you can't delay them. They're HP spammy as hell. They cleanse every 10% HP. Gravity or insta-breaks are required. They can petrify you. Like, when does it end? That's just too much. But people with the Golbez BT are going to have a much easier time with this. Much easier time. Absolutely. And of course Kadash too, which I did get. I just didn't use them because I didn't build them. Because I wanted to just do this first, but I probably should have built Kadash first and brought him. But it probably works out better that I didn't, because I know a lot of people are either outright skipping Kadash or only using tickets for Kadash. So if I were to bring Kadash here and then upload the video, I know for a fact what would happen. Most of the comments would be, who can replace Kadash? Who can I bring instead of Kadash? Which makes sense, because I don't think a lot of people are gonna get him. I mean, there is, you know, I don't know actually. It's hard to say, because he's a guy who, he's good and all, but his timing is weird because of all this other great stuff coming our way. But he's also, he's kind of a favorite. I don't mean for me personally, but for the community, just because he's from Advent Children and that movie's insanely popular among the Final Fantasy community. So maybe just, by the way, I think that Golbez's burst animation is brutal. I think it looks awesome. So this is about as good as we're gonna do as far as wearing them down. So Terra, I believe it's time. Okay, no, not yet. That's right. We stalled it out just a little bit. That was another thing. I wanted to try to save as many Terra LDs as possible, but I kind of just had to use them in a couple instances to just kind of stay ahead of them. It might have worked out better if I would have found a way to save onto more of those Terra LDs by the time Golbez got here, because then Terra probably could have just spammed and they would have been either dead or close to dead. I don't know. Alright, yeah, let's do damage. And then you're gonna cleanse again! Hate this fight. My least favorite fight. Like, we're only halfway through. We've been here for 10 minutes. We're halfway through. I've got so many videos on this channel of LUFENIAs that are under 10 minutes. So, this ain't my style to just stay at this one fight forever. I mean, you guys know me. I like to just go in, build a team that works, and just rock it. And then I'll come back with other stuff from time to time, like whether it be synergy stuff or just unconventional stuff or like TCC challenges, like whatever. Like, I like to mess around. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy who's like, oh, I can't just delay and stomp it, so this fight sucks. It's not just that. It's everything else. It's if you combine all of the mechanics that these things have, it's just annoying to me. It's just not my thing. So I am glad that this stupid fight is over. I hate this fight. It's the worst fight ever, in my opinion. Like, I hated this more than the Sephiroth imps. That's going to be a very unpopular opinion, I know it. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I hated this more than that. Absolutely. I hated this more than the Kieran Bears. I hated this more than the Reno LUFENIA. Like, the big three, I think this one was more annoying than all of them. Mainly because of that one mechanic that is different. That one I'm talking about. Where you kind of have to bring gravity or insta-breaks. Like, adding that into the mix of everything else they do is too much, I'd say. I don't know if they'll fix it. Like, maybe they will. And if they do, maybe I'll go back to this and be like, hey, here's how it should have gone. You know? Because I would have loved to bring a Garland friend, because that Garland BT effect is just so stupidly strong. To have Terra on the field taking advantage of the Garland burst effect and Paladin Cecil, that would have been money. That would have been real good. Like, right now she's doing okay, but it's... You'll see it later on. It's bad. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's possible. I'm just speculating here. That if we could have utilized the Garland burst effect instead of this Golbez, that maybe... this is a big maybe here. Maybe we would have just killed them a lot faster, and we would have avoided the slugfest at the end that I keep referring to. I don't know, though. Okay, we still have 3 Paladin LDs. We might as well just use one. Okay. Yeah, Golbez's damage for this is really, really good, though. It's like stupidly strong. So like I said, if you have his burst, just bring him. It will save you so much headache if you have your own Golbez burst. Undisputed MVP here, just because of that one stupid mechanic. And his damage is just awesome. Like, if we're being real, like, look at that. Boom. Boom. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that... You know what? Yeah, this is... totally gonna name drop. This is the Broadway Saiyan Golbez. So thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Okay. The orb here is not an issue whatsoever. So at least they didn't make the orb really bad. The orb is nothing. It's just have them inflicted with 1 debuff and you don't have to really worry about the orb. Which is cool. Because with everything else these guys do, to have like an annoying orb would have been awful. Because I originally thought, going into this, that 70 turns was going to be more than enough. Because in most Lufenias it is. 70 turns is plenty. Like, it sounds like it's a tight turn count, but in general it isn't. For this stage, though, it is. Just because of how much these dudes cleanse. It adds up a lot. Like, there they go again. Okay, there is one more cleanse after this. And then we're done. Which means I am going to do my best to save that other Ferris call that Terra has. That'll mean after... Okay, so that means after they get under 10%, we can debuff the shit out of them and utilize some of that before and after sap that Ferris has. So that'll be cool. I was almost regretting the Ferris call until we got to this fight. It's very good for this fight. Oh, another good call for this would be the Caius call. That one would be really good. Because you could just bring him in and get your instant breaks right away. That'd be badass. I don't have Caius call, so I couldn't really utilize that. But for people who do, he's a solid pick for this. Also, the rude trick to unlock your summon passive right away, that would help you a great deal. But you need certain artifacts for that. If I'm not mistaken, you need at least 2 108 C50s for rude to do that. And I don't have those artifacts. So, you do what you gotta do. But come on, you guys are close. Just get to 9, please. Let's hit both of you. Yeah, is it just me, or does the battery look like it's less than it was before? No, Golbez, don't go. Actually, no, we need you to go. Because we need some re-breaks here and there. Lightning's all out of LDs. I kind of went a little too ham with her in the beginning too, so that didn't really help my cause. Like, Jesus, we're already at 40 turns. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay. Break you. So we'll drop you under this threshold. Cool. And now we just have to do it to you. We can get the Ferris call on and we'll be okay. You guys will be much less threatening with the Ferris debuffs. Come on, Lightning. Lightning, why? Okay. Terra, it's up to you. Yes, we need turn advantage. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So now she can put that on in a second. Oh boy. But this timing is weird. This turn spacing is weird. And she didn't even get the break because they cleansed all the debuffs. I hate this fight. I hate this stupid fight. Okay. Ferris? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Terra has 4 meteors. Go crazy, girl. Let's go. In retrospect, I probably should have just put 9 on the team instead of Lightning. Probably would have been a better idea. Would have been a lot safer. But it's what it is. This still works. See, look at that. They battery afterwards, but Ferris Call takes care of it. That's good stuff. Okay, you just get the hell off of her. Oh boy. So she's gonna take a hit. I should have used that light enchant. What the hell am I thinking? Oh no, he already had it up. That's why I didn't do it. There was no need to do it. We're already enchanted. This helps out Lightning a great deal too. Get this break. Go again. Wonderful. Look, we have another HP attack, and they just don't stop with the HP attacks. So it's another reason why Paladin Cecil is very good for this fight. Because he can also provide HP damage up just with his overhead buff. So he doesn't need to be reliant on debuffs for that. Sarah is also fantastic for this fight. Yeah, they cleanse constantly, but Sarah's always reapplying debuffs. So as long as she's able to act, you'll have her auras up for most of the fight, because yeah, she just she just slaps debuffs on like it's no problem. So if they cleanse, it's whatever. I probably should have brought her. She would have been a good person to bring to this too. So you have options for this. Like, it's not super restrictive. I just, if you couldn't tell already, I just don't like the fight. I really don't. But we've done it. Are you serious? You gonna pick some? What the hell are these things anyway? They're like weird dinosaurs with these ugly ass faces. These big. They're like, no, they're camels. These overgrown camels with his big buck ass teeth. Get the hell out of here. Just sit down. Get out of my face. I hate this fight so much. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed my bitching for 20 minutes. What's done is done. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this more than I did. Thanks for watching.